Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on their in-state rivals, the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. 2 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in week 3. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Now we're going to get a timeout. Appears we've got an injured Buccaneer. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment.
Keep it moving. First down, fellas. Stop us, though. Can't stop us.
They start the drive with White. They'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. Second down. You talk about this Miami defense. They've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
You have to like the way that they've played in the first month. They have to be very proud being a top 10 unit against the pass. Their goal, though, in this one, see if they can improve that ranking.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now it's Fields. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. A big play there on the catch and run. 47 yards. Off play action, Fields. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. The Buccaneers are 1-1 through 2 games thus far. It's not a start that's going to set the world on fire, but they've been pretty solid nonetheless.
And the first thing that crosses my mind, it certainly beats the alternative of starting 0-2. I do think that this is a team that's going to take a little time to find its footing. Hard to navigate the always tough NFL.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. Give them a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up third down.
Well, that was not what you would call straight line pursuit for a middle linebacker to make this play. He's got to work his way through the clutter to get to the ball carrier on the outside, and he does exactly that. That's called avoiding the trash.
Now a third down throw, but it misses the target, incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
And his kick is good. He got every bit of that one as it's good from 56 yards out. And the Bucs take a 3-0 lead. Well, when they began that opening drive, they didn't have the best field position, but they were able to move the ball enough, Charles, to just get in his range to take the 3-0 advantage.
Absolutely, because considering where they began that series, I think they're pretty happy to be sitting at 3-zip right now.
The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. Well, this defense for the Buccaneers, much improved from week 1. They were terrific last week in getting their guys their first win of the season.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and trying to attack them this week, because when you take it away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
On play action, they'll throw. And going deep for Hill. Oh, his first throw of the game. Going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamel Dean. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Here we go.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time, but it's going to be second down. But you look at this defense. This unit, third best in the NFL in stopping the run.
Numbers don't tell you everything, but they do paint a pretty good picture. We're talking about 2 top 5 units going at each other. One in running the ball, one in stopping the run. I think this is going to be a whole lot of fun myself.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
They fight forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there, and it's going to lead him to third down. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on third down to keep the drive going. Throwing on third down, Fields. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
Chase McLaughlin for the Buccaneers field goal.
And his kick is good. And that will make it 6-0. So, Charles, they get to the first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense, the firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And no run back here. Fair catch, and this will come out to the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They find themselves down here after an interception on their opening drive led to a field goal. But all in all, you'd have to say fortunate to be only down 6.
Yeah, and you know how teams huddle on the sideline before they come out on the field in between series? Guaranteed what's said there is, guess what, guys? We take this ball, move it downfield, and put it in the end zone, we're right back to even.
The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
2nd and 10. A run straight ahead with Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense is doing their job.
Man, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
3rd and 12. Back to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for second and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it third manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On second down, they'll run with White. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Fields. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So now they're going to send out the field goal unit to, as they say, fire away from long distance. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
How about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg. But how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with it. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And this one incomplete. Too much contact on that one, and it's third down.
And watching their tape from last week, I saw plenty of plays that we just saw there, forcing incompletions. It was key in their win last week. They're hoping the same thing happens this time out, too.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. They're going to look to throw. They'll swing this out wide. Here's Ochin. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big play there on the catch and run. 30 yards.
I'm not sure this is how they had it drawn out on paper, but this is going to work out for them and then some, right? They've got a big chunk they've got to pick up. They decide to check it down, and he just turns into a pure athlete and makes a huge play for them.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll set up to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 43-yard line.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Buccaneers 9, Dolphins 0.
It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. as they've got it 2nd and 7. Running right, here's Achane.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. And now on 3rd down, they'll need to get it to the 36 to pick up the first. Back to throw here. They set up the screen. Achane has it. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another first down.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Yeah, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Under pressure, and down he goes. With 2nd back at the 36. Joseph Osai collapses the pocket and drops him for a loss of 3. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to get in the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Achane gets it from the gun. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
But if you're going to have a relay race, you're probably going to pick your backs and receivers to run it, but don't underestimate the conditioning of the offensive line. They're out there just dictating things, staying on the field, and keeping a long drive going.
In search of 8 yards on 3rd down. They've already converted 2 of these on this drive, 2 for 2. He'll look to throw. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here. They'll run. Achane. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense, become his own blocker. We don't have that guy in the game right now.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Dolphins. A great play there. His first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Dolphins are back within a score. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is down to 2. So the lead shaved to 2 now as the kickoff is away. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And not a good return here at all as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. Now an option play on second down. And once again, the Dolphin defense holds firm as they'll stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He lost 4 there, and it's third down. Pretty good job there defensively of stringing that one out.
Yeah, you've got a quarterback who's waiting and waiting for something to develop, and it just never materialized, and down he went behind the line of scrimmage.
Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And it'll be Dolphin football. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that. Charles's defense, they were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
2nd and 13. He'll dump this off to Achane. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and come back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
Coverage is awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And this one hits at the run, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues. Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Looking downfield for Godwin. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Call that 49 yards on the punt. They do get 7 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
Do not kick it to 22.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out when they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but it would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going. This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play, but so far, an absolute total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw here. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. A nice little gain. They'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards left. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They need 2. Here's 3rd down. Now back to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Give him 30 yards there.
That's a real nice job right there, working the middle of the field, working against those safeties. And you know, partner, if you get your hips turned the wrong way, big plays can result.
And a big play resulted right there. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. A give, running right, Achane. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Now it's 2nd and 10. Again, it's Achane. A strong broken tackle on that one. And then they get him to the ground just shy of the 15. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. They'll look to throw. That is caught. And the Dolphins are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Off the option, that's complete. They'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And now they come up and spike it to stop the clock. This Tampa Bay defense, they held strong on the first 2 plays. Now 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, Miami. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Dolphins have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Next to score, Dolphins 14, Buccaneers 9.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
19-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just 1 play. That's caught by Durham. And able to get this across the 20 before going out of bounds.
Got to give credit where it's due. Really nice defense on that play. The pitch and catch was successful, but not any run after it.
Now this time they'll just keep this on the ground. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. The fair catch taken short of the goal line, and they'll begin this third quarter at their own 25. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And despite the turnovers, Charles, and they had multiple in that first half, they still have the lead as they begin this third quarter.
And they probably heard some conflicting tones at the half, don't you think? A lot of praise for what they did to get this lead, but also a little bit of scolding because they got to take better care of the football in the second half. But you and I both know the great leaders, they know how to give that little bit of vinegar in there and cover it with a big dose of honey.
Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Achane here, they stay on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. A yard, all they need, but it's 3rd down. They'll run for it with Achane. Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Devon Achane, his 3rd rushing touchdown of the year. And the Dolphins are able to stretch out their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage.
21, Buccaneers 9.
The kicking team out for Miami as they will send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They make their second half debut here, and things are looking a little bit tougher now. You give up the points there, Charles, that touchdown drive on the other side. So now it's a two-score game here. Got to be careful.
They certainly do, and I'm just wondering at halftime if those guys just looked into each other's eyes and realized what they've got to get done and come out a little bit more charged up, because if they don't get some kind of points here, that next drive, that could make this a three-possession game.
They'll go up the middle with White. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Here we go. Third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Back to throw. Fields. Looking for White on the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 49 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Fields throw on target to Godwin here. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting a receiver on the run.
And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Dolphins are going to take the... as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. So this defense, Charles, quite a performance. Not working on a shutout, but they have still yet to give up a touchdown as they come up with the interception there.
Well, we've seen this from them before, because you can move the ball on them through the middle of the field, but once you get into the red zone, that's where they really clamp down. They come up with the interception there, but you know about this crew. They're playing modern defense, taking care of the red zone, 3rd downs, and getting after the quarterback.
And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Here now, 2nd and 4. Up the middle, Achane. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down the line of scrimmage. Gain on the play that time, and they look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the 1st down. On 3rd down, Achane. And he'll have the 1st down as he's up to about the 18. Calling a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks. And when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
And he's going to be intercepted for the third time thus far. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete.
Well, these are the situations that really test the defense, those sudden changes. They're already inside field goal range to start the possession. Their goal now, keep it to a long kick, if indeed they end up trying one.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And he'll take it across midfield to the 46-yard line. Well, they definitely figured out something defensively at halftime, Charles. That's now 2 drives and 2 interceptions here in this 3rd quarter.
And I think the easy thing for us to say is, boy, they made an adjustment, didn't they? Or they showed him something different. I'm not so sure it's that as much as maybe he's just been impatient and forced the ball a little bit. In any event, as you noted, back-to-back interceptions thrown.
Now Achane on 1st and 10. And a good job of finding the open space to run as he's down close to the 30 here. 108 yards for him on the ground now on 18 carries.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close.
First down. Don't let him get there. Let's go, defense. Stop the power.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Yeah, you only get a 1-yard buffer there from the line of scrimmage, and he got downfield a little too far, and the flag came out.
Ready? It's on lockdown. Tighten up the play protection. Shove it. Come to the hole, boys. Let's stop him here.
They'll give this to Achane. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a 14-yard pickup, but it'll still be 2nd down. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this 4th quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
Fights him off. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. No doubt those are the types of carries they're looking for here, Charles. The lead in the 4th quarter. This is when coaches that have a reliable running game, they breathe a little easier on the sideline.
Yeah, they love the idea that they can take the air out of the football at this point of the game. That means they're really counting on that offensive line, counting on the runners, taking care of the football. Because you're going to tell your quarterback, hey, no time to be a hero. We're not going to throw it here. Just eat up that clock. And if you have the ball, they can't score.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
3rd down and 12.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been tough to stop. 8 for 10 so far. This is 3rd down and 12. On the handoff, it's Achane. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Devon Achane with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Dolphins are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Now the extra point try forthcoming. And that one makes this a 19-point game.
Makes the score Dolphins 28, Buccaneers 9.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass, and finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass, and that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bucs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. 1st down, here's White. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line.
11 more yards. That's another Buccaneers first down.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one is incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this 2nd half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. He'll drop to throw. He completes it right side to White. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions,
White lost the football. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes.
but it's been pretty symptomatic of what we...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. They go play action here on first down. Able to locate his man Slayton on an out route. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
And in for the Buccaneers touchdown. Chris Godwin, his second touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Chase McLaughlin on for the extra point. And they're able to cut the deficit to 12. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
Taken down by Pete Werner. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. And he lost the football, and it's picked up by the Buccaneers. And a terrific return as he brings this one all the way back to the 30.
That takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play,
touchdown! Rashad White, 30 yards. And the Buccaneers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. Well, forget about the weapons out wide. He knows he's got another weapon in the backfield of the passing game, Charles, and he utilized him perfectly on that play.
And the offense coordinator showed me something on that play, Brandon, because so often during a game, our cameras find them looking down at their throw sheets, and you wonder if they're absorbing anything. He had something specific in mind, and he went to it, and it worked well.
And his defense here going to burn their second timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. A 5-point game now as here comes the kickoff. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Now, Charles, of course, you got to remember, last possession they fumbled. It led to a touchdown. One-score game here. Got to be careful.
And this is where coaching and training really comes into play, doesn't it? What does everyone say after an error? Next play, move on, next drive. That man tries to come to the front, they've got to take care of business right here and act like the last series just didn't happen.
160 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. A run now from H.M. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Another yard would probably put this thing in the books. It's 2nd and 1. Here's H.M. He's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring up a key 3rd down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means it might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key 3rd down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. Give left side. Here's H.M. Well, they needed 2. They could only get 1. 4th down. The Bucs forced to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. Back to throw. And this would have been intercepted if he could have gotten the feet in. He didn't, so it's incomplete. Boy, that one really could have turned this thing upside down.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
Back to throw. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
They took a big shot there for the end zone, and if he finds a way to come up with it, that might be your game winner. But it was not to be. The coverage was good, and it winds up incomplete.
And now a tough spot here. This is 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they're going to be settled down around the 15-yard line. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. Final minute. No timeouts at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10. He's back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion, so I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a nonstop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
They'll look to throw. And it's caught. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the third. Wow. CD, that was an all-or-nothing drive to win this football game, and they rose to the occasion to take the lead here in the waning moments.
And how about how they got it done? No timeouts left. They take it downfield, execute perfectly, and get it done. Now they don't leave their opponent with a heck of a lot of time on the clock.
And he'll get into the end zone. So now a field goal would only tie as they've upped their lead to 3. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And with time a factor here late, he'll just take a knee, and they'll start things out at the 25. This is 1st and 10. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Picked up by Jamal Dean. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line. So another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
So with that mean 3 weeks in the books, and they creep above 500 now at 2-1.
You know, I played with a guy once after taking a knee at the end of the game, and he came in and grabbed the equipment manager and said, make sure you wash that spot, you know, special, because I just took a knee for a win. That tells you how much guys enjoy that, because getting a win, no one takes it for granted.